Hi everybody, Billy here with Gilbert Travels. Join me today at New York's JFK Terminal 8 for a good time in the American Flagship First Lounge. Let's head up, have a look at the business class area and get cleaned up for the day. Just getting off a red-eye flight before my flight later this evening in Flagship First Class to Los Angeles. The last time I visited this lounge, it was to review Cathay Pacific's Fifth Freedom flight to Vancouver, which ended shortly after I published that review. And now, this time, I seem to have doomed Flagship First Dining itself. In reality, what happened is British Airways moved over to Terminal 8 with American, and the two oneworld partners reimagined their lounge spaces in JFK to accommodate both of them. As a result, as of December 1st, 2022, there is now an all-new Chelsea First Class lounge, a Soho Oneworld Emerald Lounge, and this space has been renamed Greenwich and serves as the Business Class and Oneworld Sapphire Lounge. Why these lounges were named after New York City neighborhoods, I don't really understand, but it is at least interesting, if confusing. The space that was American's Flagship First Dining is now a bar, but in this video I got to enjoy it for its design purpose one final time. Flagship Dining remains a part of American's strategy for the moment, with lounges in Dallas and Miami remaining open. However, with Los Angeles staying shuttered, JFK closing down, and the novel true first class concept being eliminated from American aircraft in the near future, where this sit-down concept with American goes is uncertain at this time. Alright, back at Flagship First Dining, having some breakfast. Alright, did some video editing for a couple hours. Time to grab a shower here. Alright, here's the Flagship Lounge showers in JFK. All spiffed up, ready for the day. I returned to Flagship First Dining for lunch, where I enjoyed some Laurent Perrier Grand Cecile champagne, the same as British Airways serves in the air on their first class, and a lovely meal with a steak entree that redeemed the overcooked omelet from breakfast. I, for one, really savored my 2 trips to Flagship First Dining in JFK, and while I welcome the opportunity to try the new Chelsea space in the future, it sadly lacks these great views, or in fact, any windows at all. So as an av geek, it just won't be the same kind of place to spend time in, watching planes with the Manhattan skyline in the distant horizon. So I wish this little spot a fond farewell. So I just had a marvelous time here in 2019 before getting on Cathay Pacific First Class for their Fifth Freedom flight to Vancouver before it was canceled. A review that I still watch regularly for myself just to remember what a wonderful day that was. Today I would say it's been an encore and look forward to heading over to the plane. I've stand by for an earlier flight, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get on. So we'll see you down there at the plane. So as soon as 2024, American's Flagship First could be going out of the fleet as they introduce their new business class product that's going to make it redundant. And the future of this Flagship First Dining is also unknown, so glad to give it a shot for you, give you an updated version here today. Well, it'll be a shame to see the last true first class product go from America, but enjoying it one last time here today. Come on over with me. Number 1 on the standby list, pretty darn sure I'll be getting on, no problem. Okay, so I'm originally on the 830 there, flight 300, trying to move up to 302, 525. Welcome to Flagship First Class on board American's A321 Transcon Special. Seat 1F for this 6-hour crossing to Los Angeles. So I flew this in 2020 during the deep COVID times. Today we're gonna have full service back. Excited to be up here in the air. So this is a 1-1 arrangement, 5 rows right here in the front of this A321. But once we're up in the air, I'm mainly going to focus on what the service levels are like here in 2022 in American Flagship First. So let's see, I got the same amenity kit I've been getting in business class on the Miami to LA route. Looks like the International Premium Economy kit. Unfortunately, nothing super special there. No menu at the seat yet, but we should get those. Got our Bang & Olufsen noise-canceling headphones, and just one set of bedding, just the duvet and big pillow, which is of course fine for this daytime flight, but previously this flight did come with both sets of bedding. Okay, I have reviewed this in great detail before, but to recap, outer armrest, literature pocket, flip-out TV screen, big footrest, 2 storage compartments, pull-out tray table.
Be on the way just a few minutes. Once we take off, we're expecting 5 hours and 22 minutes of flight time. So a mostly smooth ride. There's a little range or activity to be well below us over like south of Chicago. They give us a bump or two, but mostly pretty smooth. A few bumps right around south of Denver, and that's all subject to change. And again, we expect mostly smooth. Latest weather in LA, 75 degrees, scattered clouds, winds of the southwest about 10 miles per hour.
Alright, well we're in the air here in the A321T. What a unique aircraft. American designed this plane from its inception for these transcontinental routes as a 3-class aircraft with economy in a 3x3 configuration, business in a 2x2, and up here in first with a 1x1 where every seat is a window and an aisle. It's such a cool setup. It's such an awesome aircraft. However, they'll be taking delivery of their new extra long-range A321s in 2024, which are going to have a new business class that's going to be all in a 1-1 configuration. And so they're going to end up retiring these planes, or rather putting a regular interior in them. The last time I reviewed Flagship First's onboard service, it was significantly reduced. However, the multi-course meals have mostly been restored. The advertised champagne from the menu had not been catered, so I had an acceptable Prosecco, accompanied by both olive and nuts, the former being an added treat for Flagship service. Printed menus and online pre-order are offered. However, given I changed my flight, I lost my pre-order, and orders were taken back to front, so up in row 1, I was stuck with the only choice left by the time my selection was taken. Frankly, all the options on the menu looked good, although ironically, I specifically was going to skip to beef since I had steak for lunch. The only remaining service cutback is that the salad and appetizer was brought out together. I did get the first choice of appetizers and chose the tuna, which was quite lovely. Soup is an additional course reserved for first class only, and in this case it was served in a mug instead of a bowl. I'm told this is an option at the decision of the flight attendant, but I liked it personally. That was followed up by, you guessed it, the beef brisket, which I must say actually ended up being a great meal. The final and most awesome step of this service is the hand-assembled ice cream sundae, served in an extra large coupe here in first class. Gotta say, that meal was not bad. Great service here. Enjoying my time. About 3.5 hours left. It's a little bumpy. Not planning on spending much time here, but here is the first class loo. I returned to my seat and made it into a bed, enjoying some lovely rest as the day came to an end over the middle of the country. On my previous flight in Flagship First, I was given both sets of bedding, the light day bedding and the overnight duvet. Here, for whatever reason, I was only presented with the overnight duvet.
I woke up later in the flight to the smell of warm cookies coming out of the oven as we passed Phoenix on the way in to California.
We'll be on the ground in a few minutes. Just relaxing up here until they tell me to sit up straight. But hope you enjoyed coming along on this Flagship First experience. I'm going to be heading to the hotel when I land. So got to do my wrap up here in the air with my head comfy on a pillow. This will be a product I'll miss. Hopefully the new one is just as nice and the service just as friendly. Billy with Cobra Travels. I will see you on my next flight. Please remember to like, comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be made aware first when more content is available. As always, thanks for watching.